Hi, everyone, and a good morning from a beautiful, beautiful winter morning in Abu Dhabi. It's such a beautiful morning. It's like overcast skies, and there's this cool breeze, and I just love the winters in Abu Dhabi. And before we begin, I'd like to just invite you to take a moment and appreciate just one thing in your life. It can be anything, whatever that thing is. Hi, Shirika, good to have you live. Just appreciate one thing in your life. The pillow that you sleep on, or the chair you are sitting on. Just appreciate them and allow that feeling of appreciation to spread through your whole body and to expand it. And feel free to share what you are appreciating today. Let me know in the comments. Okay, so today I want to share with you something that occurred last night. And I was actually in a pretty blah state yesterday, and I was getting angry and irritated, and I was judging some things going on. I was judging someone going on. And here's the thing: this year, the theme that I've chosen for myself is no judgment. And as I was judging, I was also aware of that. Oh, but I've chosen the theme of no judgment. And I kind of tried to use a couple of tools to change that, and it just didn't work, right? And I'm like, it's really interesting that I have chosen no judgment as a theme of this year, and everything that is not in alignment with that is showing up. So all the places, all the spaces where I have judgment are actually showing up. So, has that happened with you? Like, you choose something, and then everywhere you are not in alignment with that, it starts to show up. And let me know in the comments, type in alignment. And can you imagine what life would be like if you had no judgment, right? So, anyways, so after, wallowing in that judgment for a couple of hours, like I literally wallowed in it for a couple of hours, and I had all this anger and, all this fury and all of that. I said, okay, I have to change this. And so what I did was that, what popped into my awareness was actually two things. The first thing, the first thing was, I'm going to take a back flower remedy. And this is another thing that I've been playing with for the past 2, 3 months, which is back flower remedies, right? And what popped into my awareness was that, I'm going to take one back flower remedy, right? And so what I did was I muscle tested, and I checked which would be the remedy that would create a maximum shift for me, right? And I got one particular remedy, and I took a drop of that remedy. And then after that, I actually created a clearing loop around judgment, and I started playing it on a loop, right? And then I just forgot all about it. And then, with my family, we drove into the city, and we had some shopping to do. And, we were supposed to go out for dinner and all of that. And I don't particularly enjoy shopping, right? It's not one of my things that creates a lot of joy for me. And you know what I noticed? That I was happy. I was joyful. And I was like, in that flow, in that moment. And we had to buy a carpet for my living room. And, I just knew what to do, which shop to go into. And we went into this one shop where we found the perfect carpet for my living room. And it was so much ease, there was so much flow in it. It just kind of click click click, everything just fell in place, right? And then after that, we went for dinner. And the moment we walked into the restaurant, I saw someone sitting on a table, and he had this dish in front of him. It was like this huge round bread, and there was a bowl in which there was some kind of curry. And my body just went, yeah, that. And it was like just drawn to that. And then, when we sat down to order, I checked with the waiter what the other guy was having, and I ordered that. And when that food came, when I put that first bite in my mouth, it was just orgasmic. It was just amazing. And, even though we had all gone into that restaurant to eat a completely different dish, like it was an Arabic place and we all went to eat mandi, you know, this other dish that I ordered, full medamas with the bread, like everyone just adored it. Like my mom, my husband, my kids, we all just adored it, right? And so here's the thing, like, I wallowed in that energy of judgment. And then at one point, I went, no, this is it. I don't want to have this anymore. And the moment I said that, what popped into my awareness was two things. One was that one packed flower remedy I needed to take, the other thing was the clearing loop. And the moment I took action on both those things, my entire energy transformed. And when my energy transformed, everyone's experience just completely shifted. And I was in this space of ease and joy and expansion and flow, and it was just amazing. So, I'd like to invite you to step into that. I'd like to invite you to choose no judgment, because when you choose no judgment, when you choose to transform judgment into no judgment, this is the kind of flow state that can actually show up for you, that becomes actually available to you. Because when you are in that space of no judgment, you don't have any barriers, and you can receive everything, because the judgment just drops away and you can receive everything. Okay? So, I'd like to invite you to come play with me in my program Energy Wise. And in Energy Wise, in this year, it's the no judgment year. And for the entire year, we are going to play with the energy of no judgment. And every month, we're going to look at a different aspect of no judgment. And in January, we're looking at no judgment life. In February, it's no judgment relationships. In March, it's no judgment of self. April is no judgment of body. May is no judgment of money. June is no judgment of career or business. July is no judgment of family. August is no judgment of choices. September is no judgment of your past. October is no judgment of your future. November is no judgment of your now. And December is no impelled judgment. So, literally, it's like a deep immersion into this energy of no judgment. And every month, you will receive 11 days of healing from me. This is a group healing session, which is based on the theme of the month. And you also have 2 live facilitation calls with me. and you can show up on the call, and you can be facilitated for anything that is that is going on in your life. In fact, the first call of the no judgment year is today. And by today, I mean it's Wednesday morning here for me, Wednesday, 5th of January. So the call is approximately in, I would say, like 9 hours. So if you sign up now, you can come for the live call. And then we have the 11 days of healing starting from 10th to the 20th of January. So I'd love to have you come play with me in No Judgment, in the No Judgment year. Now, a lot of times we can think like no judgment, I've been playing with it, I can do this on my own. And absolutely, you can do this on your own. And when you are in a group like this, and when you are a part of this group, there is this group energy which gets created. And in this group energy, you receive way more than if you are doing it all on your own, right? So I'd love to have you come with me. And I absolutely know that when you are in that energy of judgment, it is so real to you. And it's like you can't see that, how can this not be real? And especially, if people are judging you, right? It's not like when you are judging people, you can say, okay, I don't judge people. But what happens when people judge you? We tend to get constricted, we tend to shrink, we kind of feel like it's kind of like an energetic attack. So when you come play with me in this energy of no judgment, you will also learn the tools to handle when people judge you. And and yesterday, what I was experiencing, it was like not just me judging someone, but it was also them judging me. Like a lot of that was actually them judging me, which I was then aware of, and then kind of I was mirroring it to them, right? So you will learn the tools to actually handle, uh, yeah, exactly, I pick up on the judgment of me but realize that they are judging themselves, exactly. So you will have the tools to handle when people are judging you, and they're impelling their judgments at you, and you find yourself constricted or whatever. So you can definitely you will definitely get tools to handle that, right? So we have the first call happening today in a few hours. And so as soon as you sign up, you will get the call in details to join us for the live calls, right? And the number of times that I have worked with people and I have helped them change their judgments, and everything in their life starts to flow. So, for example, I once had this client, and I shared with her a loop which I had created on judgment, right? And she would play that loop for an hour every day in the morning and evening. And one of the things that she started to notice was that every time she played the loop, she would get a new client. And literally, like, she timed it and she said, if I play this loop for this much time, I get one client. If I play this loop for this much time, I get two clients. Isn't that amazing? Like, you clear judgments and you start to receive clients. Yeah. So judgment, it is such a destructive energy in our life. And when we let go of that energy, everything changes, right? And so you might want to know what the price of the program is. It is just $197 for the entire year. And in this entire year, you get like 12 months of no judgment. And of course, beyond the price, what is invaluable is, letting go of judgment, right? So what would your life be like if there were no judgment in your universe, right? If you had no judgments of you, if you had no judgments of your body, your life, your future, your money, your wealth, or your choices ever again, what would you create, right? So, thank you everyone for hanging out with me, and I'll see you inside the no judgment year. Bye.